Hi, welcome to Understanding GamingNight. Today I'm going to be talking about my game for the computer that it's it's scary in its own right. Um, it's more like for people that like puzzle games and doing games where like adventure type games, and it's a different kind of adventure games, and it's a point and click game somewhat, but it's not like Myst. There's no it's going through the worlds. You're basically going to get an interface like a series of tests or puzzles to solve. The game's called Missing, uh, and it's called Missing since January. And basically, it revolves around these journalists and I guess his girlfriend, you could say, and they stumble upon some information. So while they're on vacation, so it's got this voyeur feel to it because you're seeing them like sharing romantic moments, like laughing, talking, and the killer in the game that kidnaps them basically using their video footage as like your reward for solving puzzles. But even though you may seem like they're not important, every little thing in the video is a hint or a clue that will help you progress in your game. All the while you doing this, you have tools that let you do other things in the game, like manipulate audio files and different things like that. That'll come in handy later. I don't know if that was in the sequel or the third one, but each one offers a lot to the game. Each one kind of gets you involved. It's basically the FBI and all them. They're like, here, we got this cryptic CD, and we can't figure everything out. So here's where you come in. You're going to be playing the killer's games that are on the CD, and you're going to be unlocking video clips and audio clips and progressing in the story. And he'll email you because basically the game works as you get an online account. You sign on, and then they'll send you emails constantly. So I recommend getting like Hotmail or something, or a junk email address, because you're gonna get flooded with emails. So then the puzzles range from entering in a password, like a keyword for the game, manipulating, like you might have like a skeleton, you have to move the arms in a certain position and the legs, and they're all really cryptic, really disturbing, some of the stuff, because you not only do you gotta use the screen the puzzles on to find the answers. Sometimes you have to like highlight, take your cursor and scratch the little thing. Sometimes you might have to pick up an object that you seem like it doesn't move, and all of a sudden you pick it up and it moves, and you use that to manipulate your answer. Sometimes you have to hit the print screen because stuff will flash on the screen, which seems like random flashing, but it turns out it's flashing like a code or something, like a word that you can't read fast enough, and that helps you. Then you use Google or some search engine, provided the one the game gives you. You can use their search engine, so kind of like. But then, of course, walkthroughs are a habit of popping up. So, if you're tempted to use walkthroughs, I'd avoid getting this game, because you don't want to use any walkthroughs, because basically it'll ruin the game. The whole game is basically you're trying to be the investigators to help them solve the case. It's really cool because there's even a puzzle on here where you're basically taking snippets from this film that he recorded, and he basically broke it into little pieces, and you're gonna put the pieces together and play it in the right order. And it's kind of tricky because you're gonna think you're playing in the right order, but sometimes there's a little tiny puzzle piece that's in the wrong spot. So because they might zoom in and then zoom out, but you thought that they zoomed in and then out, and you reversed it or something, and we won't solve it. But once you solve it, when you solve a puzzle, it's cool. But at the same time, it makes you jump because they add like all these sound effects and stuff. So when you solve it, you jump, especially when you got the lights off. It's like really creepy atmosphere. And they use I don't know how to explain it, but they find a way to make objects that are just like not really disturbing, but like they'll take like a doll, and it'll be broken, and it'll be like a dress or something, and it'll be on there, and it's almost like you're looking at actual pieces of stuff that might be body remains or something, but it's the way they do it. It's really disturbing, but really cool, because there was a, I don't know if it was in the main game or one of the other ones, because it's a series. Missing. The other one, I forgot the second one was. The second one revolved around a girl. The third one was Evidence Last Ritual. It's a direct continuation of Missing, but each one is a storyline, and they do that voyeurism thing where they're filming these people and they're doing everyday things and stuff before they were kidnapped and their vacations. It's really creepy because you feel like you get to know these characters even though they're just actors, but that's what some games are missing. You don't have no feeling for the characters you're rescuing, so you actually are feeling sorry for the things that are going on. But the video clips that you get are important because some of them are actually going to give you clues. There was one puzzle I remember vaguely. You had to go online and figure out how to hack into this person's email address that was in the game to get a letter that was that had a cryptic password for another part of the puzzle that you're trying to work on. So there's a lot of like actually feeling like you're investigating, being a snoop, being a hacker, a cryptic. You gotta fill out cryptograms. You get like a puzzle that's in like a cryptic puzzle thing. It'll be like random letters, but it'll actually be they'll spell out a word or spell out an object, and then you might have to take that object and look up that object, and that object will actually give you the answer to your what you're seeking. So it's you really are doing actually investigator work. It feels really cool, especially when you solve it. So if you're really into those adventure games, that like being a sleuth and actually feeling like you're doing it rather than just saying, oh, I'll solve this little puzzle and go on. This one's not as exact directly because some of the puzzles are really tricky because you actually have to think outside the box at times. And then you realize, maybe this will work. I don't know. And you try some random thing and it works. It's like, wow, I never thought of that. But the puzzles all are really well thought out. They all fit the storyline. They're not just randomly thrown in. They actually fit this psycho killer's demeanor, his tics, and what makes him work. So it kind of feels like, they really researched this guy really well. Like he really existed because he's really warped, and all his like theories and stuff are actually incorporated into the game. Like it might actually be a puzzle, and it's really interesting. So if you're looking for a really engrossing series of games where you solve puzzles and do research, you're really gonna enjoy Missing. There's a few things in the first Missing that it's messed up now because like the game's based off the internet. If that site ever goes down, then some of the stuff won't work, like the ending part of the game. But even though the rest of it works really well, and who knows, they might keep this thing up and running for quite a while because people are starting to buy them because they still got them on their website. You can get them really cheap. You can get the bundle. I got the special edition one at a later time for my friend, and it came with a making of game, so making of it, and all the work they actually went through to get the game done. It's really interesting. But yeah, definitely pick up Missing with a little extra short story with one. Then pick up Evidence, The Last Ritual. I'm sure you won't be disappointed at all. It's good stuff. Thanks for watching.